Hi, everyone, and welcome to Believe in the Dallas Cowboys, which is the name of a
Jeff
show.
Cavanaugh accountability show.
What are you talking about? Welcome to Believe in the Dallas Cowboys. I'm Jeff Cavanaugh. That's my co host and dear friend, Jesse Holly, former Cowboys wide receiver.
Oh, Jesse Holly went 77 yards. It must be a reality show.
And this presentation, talking about a football team that isn't any good, is brought to you by our friends at Bet Online, your number one information source for all your sports wagering. All the up-to-the-minute stats, news, scores, matchup breakdowns. For instance, stats from last night's game. 49ers had a lot of them. Cowboys did not, except interceptions. They had those. Matchup breakdowns. 49ers, good. Cowboys, not good. That's a breakdown. Head to the website today or use your mobile device to get in on the action. Remember to use our promo code BELIEVE, B-L-E-A-V, to receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. It's Bet Online where the game starts. I got to tell you, I heard Dak after the game, and I just want to say that I too feel humbled. And I didn't even play. I haven't worn football pads. What am I? I'm 39. I haven't worn football pads in like 18 years. And I felt humbled for them. That game wasn't even fun. I like to watch sports. I do. I enjoy sports. I like it. I wasn't having fun. That wasn't even fun. I didn't like it. No, I didn't have a good time at all. How you doing, Judgy?
But you picked them to win.
I did think they were going to win. Yeah, I sure did.
So tell us again, what did you see?
Sure, I'll tell you what I saw.
Okay.
I saw a team that's won 12 games back-to-back years that has a pretty good handle on how to shut down Christian McCaffrey in the 49ers run game, as evidenced by the fact that in the postseason last year, they only lost 19-12. All you got to do is score more than 19 because you've got it. You've got them figured out pretty good on how to slow down the 49ers run game. And, Brock Purdy, great, might be a little bit efficient, but, 19-12. All you got to do is score more than 19. And now you got Brandon Cooks. Tony Pollard's the lead back. We got rid of Zeke, who is not very good anymore. Better team than a year ago. Better team than a year ago. And you almost beat them last year in the playoffs on the road as an underdog. So it would make sense to me that this year you could beat them. But I don't, man.
And I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for this.
Hey, all that stuff makes sense. It's not my fault they didn't do anything good. Everything I said makes sense. I can't make them go do stuff right. I can't make them go play.
I think you forgot the part of the Niners team got better as well. Brock Purdy, he had another opportunity to be in this offense again, and Brandon Ayuk has taken another step forward in his progression. This defense continues to be, literally lights out in what they do. They have two of the best linebackers in the game, if not the two best linebackers in the game. And yeah, and they have a superior play caller when it comes to offense.
Cowboys play caller might kind of suck.
No,
he might kind of suck.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I've tried to, I know this is 5 weeks in, but I tried to hold the people from storming the gates about Mike McCarthy and play calling and how conservative this offense was, and I kept saying, well, no, circumstantial, right? It's the weather the first week, and it's a blowout the second week, and the third week, no one really just showed up, and it was just like, aha, we played better against the Pats, and then you come to this game where you really need to be in your bag. Like you knew coming into this game, you needed to be in the duffiest of duffel bags that you had. I mean, the Louis, the Gucci's, whatever duffel bag you needed to go into, you needed to be in that bag, and you weren't. And on top of that, I was upset from the start. You win the coin toss and you decide to give them the ball first. I thought that was the first mistake of this game. If I win the coin toss in this type of game, I want to come and show you that I am the aggressor. I want to make you play from behind. But instead, the Cowboys gave Brock Purdy and company the ball first, and he literally, I don't even think he broke a sweat. I do not think he broke one sweat, one morsel of perspiration did not graze the brow of the babyface assassin, Brock Purdy, in that first drive as they walked us down the football field for a touchdown, and it was on from that point.
Yeah, I'm a big defer guy. I believe in deferring.
And there's moments when you can, but this wasn't the moment for deferment.
This was the moment to defer. This was the moment to defer and then stuff a run on the first play and maybe the second play, sack Brock Purdy on third down, get the ball, go score at 7-0. We're going to have it at half 2. It's going to be a long day, MFers. I'm a big believer in that. I didn't know you were going to suck once you deferred. That was the problem. I didn't know. They didn't know they were going to suck after they deferred. I think they had a plan to get a stop. They just aren't as good as I thought they were at football.
Let's be honest. Like, have we? No, it's not even a question anymore. We have severely overrated this football team on both sides of the ball.
But it's because of what they've done. Like, okay teams don't smoke bad teams. And the Cowboys have destroyed 3 teams. Destroyed. Bad teams don't do that. Only good teams do.
Yeah. Okay.
They're a good team. And then they ran into a different good team that just made them look like they suck.
No,
because you didn't crown somebody who doesn't deserve it. They had the best point differential in football. That doesn't happen.
They're a good team. They're not a good team. They're a great team. Like, if the Cowboys are a good team, the Niners have to be a great team.
Well, I think the Niners probably have to be a great team anyway, because I want to look this up. Has Brock Purdy ever lost a game?
No.
Okay, yeah, he's 10-0. Yeah.
No, he
never lost a game.
Never lost. He is LeVar Ball. Never lost.
Okay, when does he get his credit?
Brock Purdy.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah, I tweeted last night. I said we have to stop saying, "Oh, Mr. Irrelevant" or the 7th round pick or whatever. This dude's a good football player, and I spoke about this on one of my shows this week. But I talked about, the reason why Trey Lance is a Dallas Cowboy and not a San Francisco 49er is because Kyle Shanahan had the kahunas to look up and say, you know what, guys? I know that we gave the house for this dude, but I found my girl. I found the one who makes me whole. I found the one who finishes my sentences. I found the one who gets all my jokes. I found the one who is the yin to my yang. There's no need for me to pussyfoot around with anybody else. There's no need for me to be on any of them.
And then they traded for Sam Darnold.
But it was like, let me just continue to get guys that look like this guy who I can go with. And if my girl don't work, I need to have a good solid side piece. And Trey Lance didn't fit that. And he got rid of him because he understood what he had in Brock Purdy. And there are times and systems where, like, I think if Patrick Mahomes ends up in Cleveland, ends up in Jacksonville, ends up in Houston, anywhere else, I don't think we have Patrick Mahomes today. But I think because he ended up in Kansas City and that they fit, that was a match made in heaven. And you can have quarterbacks and play callers or quarterbacks and head coach where it just works. And I think they have that in Brock Purdy and Kyle Shanahan. They are a match made in heaven. They work for each other. Brock Purdy does what Kyle Shanahan needs to the T in that offense. And it works. Boy, does it work wonderfully.
Yeah, he's good. They're good. They're way better than the Cowboys. The tough part is, like, the Cowboys, let's see. Let me get the schedule up.
They got the Chargers next week, bye. Then I believe
it's the Rams. I'm trying to figure out at what point could they do enough to get you to move on from the fact that they just got smoked. Like, if they go beat Chargers and then Rams and then Eagles on the road, I guess we could be like, okay, something good is happening right here. But
they would have to beat the Eagles on the road like the Niners beat them on the road.
Yeah,
In order for me to buy that in, you got to go beat an undefeated Philly team on the road. Like, you have to dismantle them. Like, you have to make them look regular.
I don't think it'll matter to me how they do it, and I don't think they'll do it. But if they win the next 3, I guess, yeah, and that's fine. But my point is just that it's going to take a lot to undo this because, again, I'm going to go back to the very beginning of this. That wasn't even interesting. There was no moment in the game where you thought it could be a good game. It was immediate, and it was so decisive that there was nothing. As somebody who loves football and watching football, there was nothing appealing or intriguing or anything about that game. There was never, even when Turpin scored a touchdown, it was like, oh, cool, they made a play.
Right.
It never seemed like a football game. And I'm sorry. I thought the Cowboys could beat that football team, and boy, I was wrong. And that's my thing now. Is just I don't know what they could possibly do to make you think that they can beat that team. Because what have we played 5, which means we get 12 left. Like, it'll be 3 months from now or whatever. If you get another shot at them, I don't know what the Cowboys could do to make me think they have a prayer of beating that team. I don't know. The Cowboys defense sucked. Dak sucked. Couldn't really run the ball. I had to go back and see if anybody got open, but damn, it didn't feel like anybody got open. They beat the dog crap out of Dallas in every way, shape, or form. Yeah, I don't know what they can do over the course of the season to make me think they can beat that team.
No, nothing. There's nothing they can do. There was nothing.
They could go in motion once or twice. I tell you that. Did you know the thing that everybody has in common that's really, really good at football, that's really, really good at offense? The teams that go in motion the most before they run a football play are the Miami Dolphins, who just broke the 5-game record for most yards to start a season. It's put a 70 burger on somebody without Jalen Waddle in the lineup. The Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. The best offenses go in effing motion.
Yep.
Move.
Yeah.
If you think you're going to stand an effing shotgun and go, what?
Here we go. Here we go.
If you think that's ever going to be awesome, you're dumb. That will never be an awesome offense. You might be able to be efficient, and they'll be like, man, we did really well. We were swell on 3rd down today, and it led to us getting 30 points because we went 9 of 14 on 3rd down today. You know what's better? Never have a 3rd down. Ever. Mike McDaniel has never called a play to get to 3rd down. Ever. Anyway, so yeah, I think the offense could use some tweaks, a couple tweaks.
No, I'm with you 100%. The Niners, they run motion 82% of the time. Like, literally run just about every single time they run motion. And if for nothing else, it gives you kind of a hint to what's going on. It gives you a hint to, hey, it's man, it's zone. It gets them moving at some point in time. The new thing, it's the catching the motion on the run. It's catching when you put the guy in motion, catching him on the run. They did that last night. I had a couple plays where they were successful last night. This, and then the Cowboys defensively. I try to be very kind with my words in 2023, but
their safeties are supposed to be some of the best in the league. They suck this year.
They shut up. Like, not you, the defense. Like, the defense, shut up. I don't want to hear any more talking. I don't want to hear any one of you come on any platform and tell me again about how you're historic and about all these different things. Like you do everything backwards. Like, the teams that are historic never talked about being historic. It was always, they were crowned historic. But y'all start this talking about doing this and doing that, and then, I don't know what delusional world Michael was living in post game, and the things that he said that we're closer to the Niners, and no, you're not. No, you are not. You had an opportunity to show the world, show your damn selves that you were at least close to this football team. At least to say, you know what, last year in the playoffs, we did X, Y, and Z, so we shouldn't be too far off from competing in this football team. They dog walked you to the tune of 42 points, and they put their backups in with 13 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Oh, I didn't even get to see that because I had stopped watching by that point.
13 minutes into the fourth quarter, the backups were in. Do you know how in control a team in the National Football has to be to go with damn near an entire quarter left, with an NBA quarter left, to go, we're good. Christian McCaffrey, Brock Purdy, Debo, Brandon Ayuk, Trent Williams, all of you guys come over here and stand with me. Let's make jokes. Let's crack about what we're going to do tonight for dinner. Let's make all the funny memes and all that kind of stuff. 13 minutes. 13 minutes. Then, George Kittle scores a touchdown, and I saw it later on from the end zone copy. He pulls up his jersey, and he has an F Dallas shirt on underneath his jersey. You know, the level of we're about to beat this team, I'm putting this shirt on. They didn't believe that you could be anywhere close to them. Trent Williams, after the game, they said, Trent said later earlier in the week, hey, Trent, this will be an ice bag game after the when you play a team like Dallas. He goes, how you guys feel? He smiles and goes, we good. We good. I mean, all across the board, they just toyed with the Cowboys. They made them look almost like a JV squad. And J-Ron and Tank and Micah, and then Dan Quinn, I don't know what, in your grand scheme of things, I don't know what made you say to yourself, hey, I'm going to line up Micah Parsons on Trent Williams. That's not advantage. That's not advantage, Mike. That's not advantage defense. Put him on the other side. Let him terrorize the right tackle and company. But you lined him up majority of the game over top of Trent Williams. You weren't going to win that at a high succession rate. And what happened? I think Micah had one pressure all night. 0 sacks. I don't even think he made a tackle. This is what you put out there for the world to see. No, you're not anywhere near close to this football team, and it's going to take you 40-0 burger and the rest of the teams on your schedule for me to believe that you can get to the playoffs and beat this football team. They embarrassed you. They toyed with you like it was like you were nothing. Like all the hype that you were talking about being in contention, being a real live Super Bowl contender, none of that existed. To them, you were exactly what I said all week. Uncle Ronnie did not die for this. Okay, Uncle Ronnie is rolling over in his grave. I told y'all, do not be little bro. And not only did you went from little bro to son. The Cowboys, the Niners are the Cowboys' daddy. Not even big bro anymore. You got daddied. You got made. You got grandpa. You got made to go outside and pick your own switch. I don't know how they did that when you came from Jeff Cavanaugh. But if grandma or grandpa was gonna give you a good old whooping, you had to go outside and pick your own switch.
No, my family didn't hit me, sir. We didn't.
Yeah, well, in my family, you had to go outside and get your own switch, and you better not come back in the house with no skinny little twig switch. That switch better have some girth to it. Yeah, and that's what the Niners did. They said, "Your son, we're dad. No, not little bro. We're dad. We're your daddies. Go get the switch, and don't come back here with a skinny one." And I'm going to adopt the Matthew McConaughey way of doing sports. I don't know if you saw after his Longhorns lost in heartbreaking fashion to the Sooners, he put out a video where he was just like, man, good one, Sooners. It's always hooking. Really high or both. So
yeah, I think I'm just going to be drunk or high and just not. I don't know. I feel like drunk people get angry though. So I don't think you want to be drunk. I think you have to get high, but I don't like being high on weed because it makes me paranoid. I just have to eat a little bit of mushrooms before every game.
Definitely two gummies in that post that he put out after the Texas loss.
Yeah, man. Good job, 49ers. It's always go Cowboys, but that's a good game. We'll see y'all maybe in the playoffs. All right. Yeah, that's it. I was kind of embarrassed for the Cowboys, and I don't even care that much, but it made me sad for them that they took part in what I had to watch, and I didn't enjoy watching it. I wasn't even having fun.
And let me ask you before we go.
Let
me ask you this before we go.
Yeah.
Two questions. One question, one statement. Have we come to a point now where we have to seriously consider another alternative for the quarterback position?
I don't know how you can, just because there's a salary cap.
Right, but what I'm saying is that this can't be the guy that you feel comfortable giving an extension to, can it?
I like Dak. I think Dak is good. Blah blah blah.
We're in year 8. We're in year 8.
Yeah. I think it takes
tries to get better in year 8.
No, I think it takes really big nuts to move on from one of the 8 or so best quarterbacks in the league, but I just need the map. I need a map to how we're going to do it. Well, I mean, hell, the 49ers, Brock Purdy, 7th round pick. I mean, if you want to keep firing at quarterbacks, and they did, they traded for Trey Lance. If they think that he can really, really, really play, and you're going to take a shot at it, whatever. What has Dak got? He's got this year and next year on his contract. I mean, if you want to play it out and keep your eyes open, feel free.
All right, that's fine. My second question is, when does the CeeDee Lamb gasket burst? Because it's bubbling.
Oh, like when he loses his mind about something?
Yeah. Like when did he like go? When does he go full Stephon Diggs / slightly Antonio Brown? When he just like, because the comments in the media.
He's not going to go Antonio Brown. That would require a lot of CTE.
The comments are getting more and more snarky in the media. His attitude on the field is getting more and more demonstrative. I mean, he's standing 30 feet away from the rest of the team on the sidelines when he goes out. Like, it's all leading up to him calling out something or someone on this football team. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah, I don't know when that happens, but whenever it does, I'll be okay with it because whatever he says will probably be true. So, I mean, it'll probably just be something that needs to be said anyway, and nobody's said it yet. Either my quarterback's not as good as I thought, or my coach is a dumbass. Like whatever he says, in whatever way he says it, will probably have truth to it, and it'll be fine. Look, receivers do stuff. They talk. That's what they do. Receivers talk crap. And then usually what happens is you go, I can't believe he said that about his quarterback. And then his quarterback throws him 30 passes the next week, and it's fine. Receivers complaining pays off. It usually pays off great. A.J. Brown has gotten the ball a lot since he got mad that Devontae Smith was getting the ball. When Justin Jefferson gets mad, he gets 40 targets. Whenever CeeDee complains about something or blows it or loses his mind, it'll probably be a good thing. Somebody needs to. But then they're going to go beat another team by 30. And I'll be like, what the?
We'll see.
Oh, no, man.
We'll see.
Oh, no, man. I don't care. I don't even care.
And we'll swap jerseys when we're down, when we get beat 42-10 as well.
Well, that's just today. That's just what we do. That's what we do.
Read the room. Got to read the room.
That's what we do. McCaffrey would have done it if they lost 42-10 too.
I don't think he would have.
He would have.
I don't think he would have. I think that was a Micah Parsons initiated.
It might be. He is a friendly guy. He loves everybody. Yeah. Whatever. Thanks to Bet Online for presenting Believe in the Dallas Cowboys, which no one does. Dak might. I don't know. Remember, you have no idea what anyone's going through, including Cowboy fans. So be cool to everyone. We love you. Be easy.
They're going through a lot. Eliminate the contingencies.